I quit bedside nursing. And here's exactly what happened next. The day I quit my 6-figure hospital executive job with zero backup plan, my hands were shaking so bad I could barely sign the resignation letter. No clients, no business, just a prayer and a promise to myself that I'd rather fail trying than die slowly in healthcare politics. That was the scariest and best decision of my life, and here's exactly what happened right after that. I need to paint you the real picture of where I was. Over 2 decades in nursing, started in the emergency department, worked my way up to chief operating officer, executive consultant, and on paper I had made it. A 6-figure salary, the corner office, so to speak. I was respected in my field, but honestly, I was dying inside. Every day was just another impossible scenario. Politics that made patient care secondary. Stress that followed me home. I was making good money, the best of my career, but I realized something about my income that changed everything. I was making far less than people with half my education and experience, but in other industries. And they weren't dealing with life and death decisions or soul-crushing bureaucracy. The moment I knew I was done, I was sitting in another budget meeting. I was arguing about staffing ratios that I knew would hurt patients. I was missing another family meal. And I thought, I'm going to do this for another 20 years and then what? Retire, exhausted and broken, having missed my life? That's when I decided I was willing to risk it all for something better. Here's what nobody tells you about leaving a secure job. Secure. The physical sensation is like jumping off a cliff. I didn't have a year-long exit strategy. I didn't slowly build my business on the side. Within days of deciding that I was done, I quit. I just called my boss and resigned. My wife supported me through it all, but honestly, I think she may have thought I had lost my mind. And maybe I had. I went from the highest salary of my entire career to exactly $0. Zero. No income. No clients. No idea if legal nurse consulting would even work. But here's the thing. I gave myself a year, 1 year to figure it out, or to go back to the hospital with my tail between my legs. That first morning, waking up without an alarm, without a hospital to go to, it was surreal. Honestly, I felt guilty. Like I was playing hooky from school, like I was lazy. And I realized I'd been so programmed to show up on someone else's schedule, striving to achieve somebody else's goals, that freedom felt wrong. Sarah, one of our clients in Catalyst, she experienced the same feeling. She had back surgery that forced her out, and she said, "Randy, I didn't know what to do with myself at first. I would check my phone for call schedules that didn't exist anymore in my world." So what did I do first? Honestly, I prayed. Hard and a lot. Then I did what any good executive should do. I made a business plan. My strategy, set up my LLC, learned everything about legal and medical reviews I could, figure out how to talk to attorneys, start marketing myself as fast as I could, and I was trying to fail fast so I could learn even faster. That sounds simple, right? It wasn't, guys. Man, let me tell you how bad it was at first. My first calls to attorneys, absolute train wrecks. I stuttered, stumbled, forgot my own name one time. I was so confident as a hospital COO. I'd run meetings with hundreds of people. I couldn't get through a 30-second pitch with an attorney without sweating through my shirt. One attorney literally said to me, "I don't really know what you're offering, but good luck with whatever it is." Amanda, she's one of our Catalyst clients, and she laughs about this now because she went through it too. She told me my first attorney thought I was trying to sell him medical insurance. That's how unclear she was. And then there was the pricing confusion. The attorney would say, "How much do you charge?" I'd say, well, it depends on, sometimes it's, well, what do you usually pay? I had an MBA and I couldn't figure out how to price my own services. My first chronology took me like 60 hours for what should have been a 20-hour job. And it still wasn't right. I didn't understand what attorneys actually needed versus what I thought they needed as a nurse. And here's the part that would have broken most people and nearly broke me. 4 months. 4 months. I had one client. Now think about that. I left a 6-figure job, and in 4 months, I'd managed to get exactly one attorney client to hire me. My checks I was getting way less than I was used to, and it took 3 months just to get my first paycheck. My wife would look at me working these like 12-hour shifts, days in my home office, and she'd be like, Randy, how's it going? And there'd be this like internal calculation of how many months of savings we had left and how far behind I was. And honestly, this was a big motivation of why I built Catalyst the way I did. A lot of our clients in Catalyst, they're not having to build for 3 or 4 months before they get a client. Most of our clients in Catalyst, most of the nurses who come through this training program, they're getting their first attorney clients within days or a couple of weeks, maybe 4 weeks, maybe 6 weeks, but definitely not 4 months. Kristen, she's one of our clients, and she got her first attorney client within about 4 weeks of marketing. And she said to me, Randy, I can't imagine waiting 4 months like you did. She said, I think I would have given up. But here's what kept me going. And I'll use something that was actually said by one of our Catalyst nurses, Alex. Her words really resonate here. She said, what's harder, staying in the same place year after year or taking the jump? Well, I had already jumped. So the only way was forward. I couldn't go back. It was shortly after I had considered giving up and looking for a traditional nursing job, around month 5 probably, that something started to click. I started to figure out how to talk to attorneys. Not like a nurse trying to sell something, but like a friend or a colleague helping them solve their problems. I started to understand their pain points, their needs, their language. The calls that used to terrify me became conversations. The work product that used to take me 60 hours dropped to 20. The one client became 2, and then 4, and then 10. By month 12, my self-imposed deadline, right, of how long I was going to give myself, my monthly income was higher than my hospital executive salary. So let that sink in. 1 year. I went from 0 to exceeding my previous 6-figure income, the most I'd ever made in nursing. But here's what changed that mattered even more to me than the money. The money was great, but that wasn't the real victory. The chronic stress headaches, gone. The Sunday night dread when you have to go to work the next day, gone. The constant phone checking for hospital emergencies finally stopped. My wife got her husband back. My kiddo got her dad back. I was at dinner every night. No overtime, no extra shifts, no call schedules, no emergency meetings, no sorry, the hospital needs me. Kelsey, another one of our Catalyst clients, she described it perfectly. She said, Randy, I went from rushing through bedtime with my kid to actually being present. That's not a schedule change. That's getting your life back. Maybe getting your life for the first time. You know how I know that I made the right choice? Because now the thought of going back to the hospital, it makes me physically nauseous. Not metaphorically, literally. If I could go back and talk to that terrified version of me making that resignation phone call, I think I'd have 4 lessons that I would want to discuss and drive home. Lesson 1. I'd say, Randy, the fear, it never goes away. You just get braver. Remember that courage comes before confidence, not after. There is no courage needed unless you're doing something that terrifies you, something you aren't sure is going to work. I think lesson 2, I'd tell myself, is that your nursing expertise is more valuable outside the hospital than it is in those walls. Jane, one of our Catalyst clients, she had an attorney tell her that her work product was, quote, way better than what they produced. That's when she realized her worth. Third lesson I would tell myself, the security, quote unquote, of a hospital job, it's an illusion. Andrea, another one of our Catalyst nurses, she was a VP, got laid off. Jennifer made $150K, could be replaced tomorrow. Guys, there's no security. It's only the illusion of security. And the fourth lesson I would tell myself is that your worst day as an entrepreneur is going to beat the pants off of your best day as an employee. Even during that 4-month drought, waking up free was better than waking up to go back to the hospital for another grinding shift. And here's what it looks like all these years later, now that I've been doing this for a while. I don't just run a successful legal nurse consulting firm. I have other people. I have a COO. I have a CAO. I have a team of reviewers. I have a virtual assistant. I have people who are running that firm for me. And I've helped hundreds of nurses make this same transition. And they're doing it faster and better than I did because they don't have to make my mistakes. Amanda, 80 plus cases in her first 8 months. Alex increased her revenue nearly 14 times in 1 year. Sarah, working from the Galapagos Islands. Rachel, 8 subcontractors and counting. They didn't have to wait 4 months for their first client. They didn't have to stumble through pricing or learn the hard way through trial and error how to effectively communicate with attorneys or how to create a work product that would blow the socks off of their attorneys. They had a proven pathway. Now listen, I'm not special. I'm not uniquely brave. I was just a burned out nurse who decided the pain of staying was worse than the fear of leaving. Now, if you're sitting where I was, stressed, feeling undervalued, missing your life while building someone else's dream, you've got the same choice I had. Stay and slowly die inside, or jump and see if you can fly. The difference is you don't have to jump alone. You don't have to figure it out from scratch like I did. Watch my free training. The link's below. I'll show you exactly how to make this transition without the 4-month drought, without the painful mistakes, and without having to go it alone. Because here's what I know now that I didn't know then. The life you want is on the other side of that resignation letter. The freedom, the income, the time with family, the peace. It's all real. It's all possible. And it's all waiting for you to be brave enough to take it. I jumped off that cliff with nothing but a prayer and determination. You can jump with a parachute, a flight plan. Hundreds of us who have already landed safely, ready to catch you. So the question isn't whether you can do it. The question is whether you will. Click below, watch the free training. Let's talk about what happens after you quit. Your future's waiting.